It's a beautiful, spectacular Monday morning. I always like it more when I go outside and the sun is shining, the birds are chirping. That just, man, that does it for me. Uh, there's not really much more you can ask for than when those things are happening simultaneously, all at once, all at the same time, for no reason at all. That's when you know grace has entered the building. Uh, I was asked not to not to play on this top, but that's the wrong thing to do to me. Uh, I'm thinking about this in my mind right now, y'all, because it's super funny. Uh, Hello to all the LeBroniacs. Hello to Lakerland. Uh, Joining us this morning is a devout Laker fan, but in his everyday life, he's just a high school coach that loves high school athletics. Uh, I'm gonna try to get him to talk about a little volleyball this morning, as well as his normal everyday duties. And you know this guy loves the game because he's a gym rat. He's in the gym right now. Please welcome, as he's affectionately known, Duke Colbert, Hamilton Christian Lady Warriors.
Yes, sir.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, big brother? How you doing this morning?
Man, it's absolutely phenomenal.
Yep, that it
Absolutely
is.
phenomenal day here in the Delta. You have to be a Louisiana guy to know what the Delta is, man.
Yeah. See how you starting off bad with my Lakers, though. See what I'm saying?
But
Yeah,
I
you
didn't say.
did. Yeah, you did, man. Come on now.
But I just said the only thing I said was hello LeBroniacs and hello Lakers fans.
I
I
was
guarantee,
having a good morning, man.
I guarantee you I can say a lot worse. I can. You know what? I got you for the next for the next Laker fan that I interview. I'm gonna upload some Laker clips, and we'll watch Laker clips since me being nice didn't work.
Hey,
Uh,
bro. I don't know,
oh,
man.
I think
All
Miss
I
one second. Uh, Miss Alicia, uh, whoever watching, tell Miss Alicia to go to the YouTube page because right now I can't even share it to my Facebook page. My phone just died. I was in
uh
the process about to do that,
you heard it?
and I think Miss Brown.
Uh-huh.
I know I had two people just followed me on Facebook because
Uh-huh.
of your interview,
Right.
and
Tell them to go to your page and share it.
yeah, go tell them to go to YouTube.
Go
YouTube,
to YouTube. He
y'all.
says on YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube. Yeah. Go to YouTube, y'all.
Man, that's a
That's
strange.
that's, that's my Laker people, man. What you talking about?
That's a strange way to start an interview this morning, man. I think we need a redo.
Nah, man, we good, man. You know, we do special things, man, especially over here
Yeah,
in
man.
Hamilton, man. So it's all good, bro. But thank you for
Man,
having a
shout out to the OG Dexter Washington, man.
OG Dex, man. He coming in a little bit. You know, he a gym rat himself. You know what I'm saying? He
Right,
coming in a little bit. Yep, yep.
man. So you've been on Prep News a couple of times, Off the Bench
Yep,
Sports Prep News a couple of times. So we already know your background.
yep.
We know what you stand for. But what we don't know is, and I'm just getting to the meat of the matter.
Right,
You primarily, especially since I've known you, you've been a boys basketball coach.
right, right.
Man, how hard has it been for you, because you're a tough nosed coach, fair but tough.
right?
Uh, how hard has it been for you to make the transition to girls athletics, being the volleyball coach, being the girls basketball coach? What's that been like for you?
Well, I started out my very first job was at West St. Mary. Big shout out to Coach Lockley. He was the AD at that time, and my guy Donna Sanders. They gave me a call and it was like, look, man, we need somebody to come coach these girls. And at this time, I was fresh from playing overseas ball and I was like coaching girls. I was like, man, I got my son coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm coaching boys. I was like, man, just come give it a shot. So, long story short, man, I actually prefer to coach girls. Uh, for me, they're just a little bit more grimy. Uh, dive on the floor, man. You ain't got to tell them they'll run through the wall for you. I love coaching girls, man. So the adjustment wasn't hard for me. I did 3 years at West St. Mary, two undefeated district championships, um, and then I moved on to the boys. But for me, man, girls, man, I just love girl sports. I love the way that the WNBA is picking up college basketball. Girls college basketball is picking up. I mean, other than dunking, man, girls basketball is just as exciting as the boys. So for me, it was an easy adjustment. The young ladies out here in Lake Charles, man, they want to get better. They're eager. They uh they needed a coach that was gonna hold them accountable. That's what I do. Most people call it fussing, but I hold them accountable and they respond to that. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know the limitations of your team, and each one of these girls that I coach, man. If I'm not getting on them, then they think I don't love them. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
So it's just a bond that we have wherever I go, man, and they understand it's all love. Coach go get on your butt, hold you accountable, but at the end of the day, we go do something. We go eat out. We go, you know what I'm saying, chill, watch some games, and just focus on life.
right. Let's talk about this real quick, man. Girls volleyball head
Mhm.
coach. What was that like for you? What has that been like for you?
And again, I've always liked just girls sports in general, volleyball, softball. I even went talk to my principal trying to get girls softball because I mean I just believe that girls that play sports become ladies that lead. You know what I'm saying? So the more sports we have and the more things that we can offer them, they get in the role to become leaders. So volleyball has always been my passion. I always love to watch it, especially some really good volleyball. You got some athletic young ladies out there, man, that can really do some amazing things. So right now, we actually found a volleyball coach. Coach Dexter went out and we brought in this young lady, Coach Taylor, who played some college volleyball, and she worked with us last year. We actually gave her the head position, and she's going to take this team very far. So volleyball for me is a passion. I love it. I help coach it, and I mean it's just another sport that I love.
Uh, how hard for you was the transition of learning the terminology and lingo again? Today, we got a few days under our belt, so
Right?
the volleyball game that we played, or the way in which we played the volleyball game
It's different.
25 years ago, that doesn't
Hmm.
exist anymore. Rotations are different. As
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
terminology is different. Uh, the way the game is coached is different.
Hmm.
You know, when you think about all those aspects of it, what made it more passionate, driven, based to just get in there and learn how to grind it out with those young ladies who may not be as knowledgeable as others who've been playing forever at their
Right.
age restricted.
Right. And volleyball is just like basketball. It's going to constantly change because our kids, our young ladies are getting so more athletic wise. Like it go constantly change, man. Like we got some young ladies right now that jumping over the rim, not over the rim, over the net, and spiking, slamming, digging. So the rules go constantly change from what I see. For me, I had to learn through Coach Taylor the different rotations and the different sets. I think she called one the 5-2 or the 3-4 or something like that. And I'm like, Coach, what we playing? And she like, Coach, come on, I gotta teach you the rotation. So that for me put a lot in perspective as far as just like our young ladies have to be smart as well as athletic to play volleyball as well. Just watching some of the great volleyball championship games this past year, I was like, wow, it's a great it's a great thing to watch, man, for real.
I know, man. I watched Texas the entire tournament with my daughter. She's a big Texas fan. She's a big
Hmm.
LSU fan. Uh,
Stanford, man, those teams, bro, they unbelievable.
Louisville is really good and has been for several years.
Yep.
Um, what's the one thing you tell your kids in the volleyball realm about being better, about being disciplined, about just getting grimy into knowing and comprehending the little nuances of what makes really great volleyball players?
Right. Just to compete, man, and learn from your coach. You know, for me, it's a blessing because a lot of our girls that play basketball play volleyball. So I'm with them through volleyball, and I'm with them, all the way through basketball, and seeing them out there competing for volleyball and transitioning over to basketball just that quickly. So, I mean, volleyball, man, the hand-eye coordination you got to have. You got to be on your toes. You got to be able to move. Like, I mean, just the game itself uh, exploits a lot of the young lady's ability to go out there and dominate. And when you have that dog in you, like a lot of our girls have here in Hamilton and just in the Lake Charles area, period, and all around. I mean, like we say, a lot of teams that I've seen, volleyball, it's a great sport, man. Oh, shoot.
When 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 I and again, I'm a young guy
Hmm.
to this new era, new generation of volleyball. I've had
Hmm.
to get several things explained to me uh, out of I think it's called out of network out of rotation. I think is
Out
what
of
it is.
rotation, yeah,
Yeah,
that's like a foul. It's almost like a yeah. Out of
right.
rotation, point go to the other team. Right, right, right.
Like little terms like that again. When a school hasn't had really
Hmm.
great coaching or kids that have played a particular sport for a long time,
Right, right,
again, learning how to dig, learning how to move to the ball in airtime. That's a
right.
basketball terminology. Like
Definitely.
you have to understand those little nuances
Right.
of the game. What kind of drills do you guys do that helps with those little things?
Oh man. Oh, we do a lot of dig drills. Our kids, put them knee pads on, and again, it reflects right over the basketball because you're able to dive on the floor and go after loose balls and everything. So, coach and I, we do a lot of dig drills. We do a lot at the net blocking drills. We do a lot of what we call loose ball when the ball up in the air and you got to go run behind it to get it to bring it back. Like volleyball is intense, and a lot of people
Yeah,
think that volleyball is just a standing sport where you just stand and wait till the ball come to you. No, no, this is a new age of volleyball where you got to move around, you got to be able to know your rotations, you got to be able to help out, communicate. I mean, that's just any sport. You got to communicate. Ball, 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 ball. Mine, 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 mine. You understand what I'm saying? We do a drill of that. We call it mine. You got to call out the ball, let them know so you don't run into each other, you don't collide. Or you sometimes girls just looking at the basketball, or I mean at the volleyball, oh, I thought you was gonna get it. No,
right.
but if you call it, then we know how to set up offense. So again, man, it's all about communication and just getting out there and playing and having fun.
Man, let's talk a little bit about the little thing you have in your hands.
Yeah.
It's a thing that man, if people really know how much basketball gave me,
Yep.
they understand my passion and my drive and my determination. When it was nothing else for me, and y'all please don't laugh. and no, Monroe, Louisiana is not that country. It's just what we did. So
Right,
we
right,
played basketball in the backyard in the dirt.
right,
Like
right.
even though we had courts all over, gyms all over the city, uh, sometimes just in the hood,
That's where the best games were.
yeah, you playing on the dirt, man. The dirt has been like the grass has been worn down from playing, and you learn how to stop in the dirt, man. Like
Yeah,
it's freeing, or the first time you jump off the tree
yeah,
to get a dunk.
yeah.
You if you never done that, man, they can talk about Ruckers all they want. Give me a good dirt court, and I'm at home, man. Transitioning to from Southside, uh, you guys have a great season there last year, and then you're at Hamilton, and now you're coaching girls. What was the first conversation like that you had with your new team?
Well, to piggyback off of what you said, I think that not being able to go outside, not being able to have outside courts, that kind of hurt our development for our kids. I mean, shout out to all the trainers out there that's doing the best that they can, the good trainers anyway, because we got some that just taking kids' money. I'm sorry, I gotta lay
Fact,
that out there.
fact.
But I mean, just some good. My very first basketball goal was a bike rim nailed to the nailed to the tree. Like no lie, nailed to the tree. I still got some cuts on my hand from the rim, from the spokes and everything. But I remember my dad coming home. Maybe I was about 11 or 12 years old with a basketball goal that he put up, and I just thought I would made it to the NBA. Like that was it. Like we had the whole hood at my house from sun up to sundown. Mom would make hot dogs, chili and cheese. We drinking water out the hose pipe. Like, like that's why I learned how to play basketball. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Then we was
right.
able to transition to the recreation center, Bruce Hart Harris Recreation Center in Franklin, Louisiana, where my game just flourished there, watching the older kids. But I came from West St. Mary, not Southside. Shout out to Brad Boyd. Bryson was at Southside. I came from West St. Mary.
Why did I think you were in Southside?
Because you're thinking about Bryson, my son. Bryson was
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Southside.
I'm
Yeah,
my bad, coach.
yeah,
My bad,
yeah,
coach. My
yeah.
bad.
Bryson went to Southside his junior year, and I was at West St. Mary. But the transition for me,
I thought y'all were like a married couple went everywhere together.
nah, and that's the only year. The only year that I never coached my son was that year, and we had some death in the family where he went and lived with his mom, and she had needed him at that time, and that's another story that you already know about. But
Right,
the transition for me, the young ladies here in Lake Charles, they made it, easy for me. They was eager. They greeted me with open arms. Of course, they had already did their research. These kids, man, they could Google your
oh
name and
yeah,
anything, they go pop up. So they already knew my body of work, my dedication, and I'm a gym rat. We go be in the gym, we go get it. And they were tired. I don't want to use that word losing, but they were tired of not getting it done. So
right,
they wanted somebody to come in and just push them to the point to where mentally they believed that they were winners. And that's all they needed here was them to believe. You understand what I'm saying? The talent has always been here, the structure has always been here. It all came down to me was that dog mentality that I brought because I feel like even in this interview, I feel like I'm gonna have the best interview. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. I just feel like that. I got that prime time Deion Sanders type of vibe about myself. It's not arrogance at all. You
right.
know what I'm saying? It's not arrogance at all. I'm just confident. So when I gave these young ladies that confidence, they just took off with it. You know what I'm saying? And it worked out perfectly for the time that I came here.
Right, right. You get there, uh, you get introduced to your team, and I definitely can attest to this. Just sometimes, even when you're not there, you watch and you pay attention from a distance. The one thing that the Hamilton Christian Girls Program has not had has been consistency from the head coaching position. They've had three, four new coaches in
Right,
7 years.
right, right,
Uh, how committed are you from a vantage point of long stay, mainstay, long term? Have you found a place where you're comfortable to where you just want to be there and do what you're doing right now?
right, right. And yeah, they have a new coach every year. Coach Dexter, when he set me down, he told me about it. And he was like, man, we got some good group of gear. Sixth graders, seventh graders, because we all one school.
Right,
So he was like, bro, you could come in and put your own twist on to teach them the game of basketball the way you want to be taught to them, and it'll all work out. But for me, uh, I was able to elevate almost each year. Quick story: I went from uh, West St. Mary to the junior high program in Franklin. I went to Hanson, and then I went to Patterson as the head coach. Patterson was my first ever head coaching job. Everywhere else, I was, assistant or whatever, but I was running my own system. Patterson was my very first head coaching job. And then 1 year at Patterson, we went undefeated in district and undefeated in tournament play because they have a tournament. And then we was able to advance to the third round of the playoffs, losing to Richwood. And then the very next year, I get a phone call to go be the AD at West St. Mary. So each year, my level, it just went up, went up. So when I came here, Coach Dexter, he brought that to my attention. And obviously, after this year being Coach of the Year, first year here at Hamilton, phone calls started coming. Coach, we would like you over here. Of course, you have bigger schools, more money, all the good things that a person would want to run to. But then I sit back and I looked at this year and I looked at these young ladies that I have coming back. But more than anything, I look at the spirituality of the school and I found a home as far as my Christianity and where I want to go in life. And I'm able to teach and be a role model to some young ladies and young men here at Hamilton that actually helped change my life. So I feel like I found a home here until God say, hey, it's time to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I can't never not uh, take a door that God has opened because I know He's opened this one for me. But right now and at this present time, man, just like Hamilton is this home for me. This where I'm at, man.
right, right. That's a great feeling as a coach to be at a place where you feel loved, where you feel welcomed,
Right,
where it's inviting and breathtaking, just an overall relaxing feeling that you can come into your gym at your school and just be there.
right, right, right. Definitely. Not to mention, got some good food out here in Lake Charles, man. Got some good
Yes,
food out here, man.
really?
Oh
I don't
man,
know
I'm
about
telling
that,
you
man.
right
I've
now.
been to a couple of them restaurants.
I don't know,
I
bro.
wasn't too happy about that. That
Oh
like,
man. Nah,
uh, yeah.
you must have been to some bad spots, man. When you come down, man, I promise you, I'm gonna take you around, man. They got some good food out here, bro.
Okay, we gonna see.
Oh yeah.
So, so when I think about the things that again, even when you don't see me, I may be on the phone talking to someone, or I may see a clip here or a clip there, but
Right.
I like my tracker stays on.
Correct. Right.
I think I don't think it's been a time since we met each other where we didn't or haven't communicated
Mm-hmm.
from a place of love.
Right.
And so watching you this year, you you get to the start of the season. What were your primary thoughts on how you could motivate this group of young ladies to figure out how to start winning immediately?
Right. And again, when I first got these young ladies, we were at LCA, and Coach Dexter said, "Hey man, you got a game today." I said, "A game? What you talking about?" Summer camp. LCA, be there. So I pull up and I see this, 7 young ladies, And my starting point guard, who's ranked in the state right now, one of the best guards probably in the state to me, hands down. She walked up to me and she was like, "Coach, all I want to do is win." And I was like, "Who are you?" She said, "Mackenzie DeVille." So for me, coming into a program where these young ladies had the mindset of, "Coach, let's just get it done collectively together. We go do whatever it is you say. Like our time is now." That right there motivated me so much, man. It motivated me so much because at that time I hadn't even found a house in Lake Charles. So I'm driving back and forth. Yeah, I'm driving back and forth from Franklin to Lake Charles 2 hours every day for workouts, practice, conditioning. And look, them girls there before me, on time, ready to roll, and it showed uh, the whole season. Right before I say we jailed sometime in December when I got my big girl back. She had to set out. She transferred from sophomore. She was eligible in December. So we lost 2 games before getting her back. And when we got her back, like the team they just connected. Right before district, we went on 11-game winning streak, and they believed they seen what we all could do, and then we just took off from there, man. And we played a really good Highland Baptist team to go to the top 28. It was even
Whoa,
advanced.
whoa, whoa.
But I
What are you
did.
doing?
But I did.
You went
I'm
too
just
far.
telling. How? You had to say something about that?
Where's the
Good
process?
shot.
Help
What you
me help
mean?
you. I'm trying to shine a light on your season. And you went
Hey,
from I'm talking about the tournament season only.
what tournament?
So at the beginning of every basketball season, from October 31st to December 30th, I'm gonna be nice and go since the Don Redden happens on January 4th through 6th or January 5th through 7th every year accordingly. I'm gonna go
Dexter, go get me.
January 7th. And everybody knows what the Don Redding is. But
Yeah, yeah,
in my world, it's a place called tournament season. It
right.
happens from October 31st, January 7th.
Uh,
All I need from you right now at this moment, 31st, 7th.
31st to
It's
the
about a
7th.
2.5 month period.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's also where coaches and teams and players find out a lot about each other and who they're
Yep,
going to be for the real season.
yep. You're right. Right. It's
So
three. It's
just
3 parts of the
you know,
season. It's 3 parts.
all day, every day.
Right.
And right now, we just talking about the first part
Right.
because
And the,
that again, to me, tournament season is the most fascinating part of the season because that tells me which teams want to compete, which teams want. Somebody's gonna get mad at me, but it's just how I see the game. What team want to skate,
hmm
and which teams want an easy walk.
hmm
Like I've seen some really good teams play really weak schedules
That's what I was about to talk about.
and,
Correct.
and, and have talented kids. And you go through and you just, you win in every game 18 to 25 points, but then your power ranking is not great and you're in the middle of the road.
hmm hmm
And sometimes it reflects that later on. But right now, when you look at the body of work that you did with a group of girls by your own terms that you knew nothing about, and
Correct.
they knew nothing about you.
hmm
We're talking about from a vantage point of understanding transition, defense. The offense always takes care of itself because that's about building and bonding. But from those perspectives, how do you view the body of work that you guys could put together?
And in the short period of time that we were together, we put in a lot of work and a lot of hours in the gym. Because I actually had to start from ground zero, jump start, pivot, boxing out. Because they were just out here just playing basketball. So the first half of the season, man, like we played some really competitive teams, And I think we lost two games. We lost two games to two teams that actually one lost the state championship and the other one was in the Final Four. Barb and Southern Lab early in the season. Matter of fact, in our tournament, we host the showdown here, and this was the first year for the girls, and we played them in the showdown. So, long story short, man, we jailed early, uh, and it helped us as we progressed in the season.
Right, right, and that's kind of what I saw as well. A team that did the little things to be competitive.
Hmm.
You're happy with part one of your season,
Hmm.
being in the district that you guys are in, really tough district.
Yeah.
What was the conversation you had with the girls about just not only being competitive, but being mentally aware of who their opponents were in district and what they brought to the table as well? What was those conversations like for you guys?
Very first practice, we had three goals: win 25 games, win district, and win the state championship. Obviously, like those are the goals. Like I wasn't trying to, oh, we go win one more game than we did last year, or we go finish one spot higher in district. Now we going for it all right now. So that was their mindset. Uh, Two out of the three we didn't accomplish. We won 24 games instead of 25, and we were district runner-ups. But we used that to our advantage to make a run in the playoffs. So our district is stacked. Oberlin, East Bow, Maryville. Uh, those teams right there have been around for a long time, and what's the one on the reservation? I'm just not getting out here, man. God dog it. Oh, they
Trying to,
won the state championship not too long ago too, man. Oh man, you just made me
you said the
forget.
one on the reservation.
Yeah, man.
Would that be Hathaway?
No, not Hathaway. We don't have Hathaway. Oh, I forgot. But anyway, those teams, man, they helped us along the way because we're the only team that goes to the split in that division. Everybody else is public. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Right, right.
our district it helped us, competing wise, competitive wise, and we made a run at that thing.
Um, at this point, what's your favorite moment that has happened for you guys within the early season, right before everything gets chaotic and hectic and starts to go really fast? What border points did you tell your girls that, hey, we've done well in these areas, maybe rebounding, being aggressive on the court, but we need to shoulder these things up, as in being more communicative, being where we need to be on the defensive rotation, and
Hmm. Hmm.
not 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 just getting there, but being there at the right place in the right space and time. What were the things that you were happiest with about your girls?
And you just answered it for me, really. All those things that you just said, but the main point for me was defense. I love defense. Like I tell the girls, be able to shut people down and stop them, take away their strength. You give yourself opportunity to win. And coming into an early season, man, we had to teach on transition defense, being able to get back, being able to match up. You won't be able to guard the same person every time, so you got to be able to stop the ball and box out and all those things. So and they brought into that, man. They were like a sponge when I came in. I mean, even during the school day, when they had a break, they would come in the office and we'll talk basketball. And just that alone motivated me and let me know that we were going to do something special. I didn't expect, and I hope that don't sound bad. I didn't expect for us to do what we did this year. I expected it to be years to come, but it just shows the growth in Hamilton ladies basketball and how bad they want to win. Uh, the season that they had this year, which was one of the best, if not the best, in LHSAA history, making it to the Final Four.
I think the team you may be talking about is Reeves.
Nope, Reeves not in
Oh,
that. It's Elton.
okay, yeah. So y'all did
Elton.
consist of, I think, Basil, Oberlin, Guyton,
Uh huh.
Jennings,
Uh
Elton.
uh.
East, no Jennings.
No Genesis. It's
Elton, East Beauregard, Maryville, Reeves.
no Reeves.
No Reeves.
No Reeves
No,
is
just the final game.
Reeves is a C school, I think.
Yep,
CIB
that's what
school.
they are.
Yep.
Now that
Yep.
I look at it,
Yep.
hey, give me 1 second, please.
Okay. All right, brother. Go ahead. Hey, y'all get back on the court. What y'all doing? Y'all come say hi to the camera. Hurry up. Hurry up. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself one at a time.
Hi, I'm Riley.
What
Hi,
position you
Riley.
play?
I play a post.
Talk. Talk with confidence. Let them know what you do.
I play a post
Yeah. And you average of what? Double double.
every game.
Tell them how many you had in the top 28.
I have
14
no,
and
yeah,
14.
14, 14.
14 and 14. Big Riley coming through this year, senior. Get out the way.
Oh, really? My name is Darielle.
What position you play?
A guard.
Guard. What grade?
8.
8. Big D.
Yeah.
Get out the way.
My name's Trinity, and I'm
I can't hear babies.
She can't. She can't hear. You can't hear you. Come on, talk up.
my
See,
name's
that's
Trinity.
why y'all need to send these kids through prep news interview prep.
Yep. Yep. This the one. Look, my dog. Let them know. Yeah.
I'm Shorty, aka Kayla. I play point guard, shooting guard, and I'm in the 7th grade.
Hi, itty bitty. Nice to meet you.
He said, "Hi, itty bitty. Nice to meet you. Y'all go finish working on your free throw."
Yeah. So
Where
so
K at? Come here. Come here, K. Hurry up. Hurry up. Let them know you're here. Miss AAU had 22 points last night. What's your AAU team name? For you to envy. Big God.
oh yeah, they follow me on Twitter.
Yeah. Big K. All right. Y'all go shoot.
Hey,
Yeah, brother. Where we at?
man. So y'all, I want to really apologize because I forgot to plug my charger in, and I'm not
Oh.
in my normal place and space. So
Uh,
yeah, sometimes you forget little things like that.
yeah.
Please forgive me.
No,
Uh,
it's all good.
let's get back to where we were,
Hmm.
and so now you guys get to the playoffs, a place that they had not been in.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. 17 years.
What was the first playoff practice like for these girls? Were they nervous about being in this position? Uh, were there any tears from you for accomplishing the feat? What was that moment like?
It was intense. They were hungry. Uh, we were upset behind the district standings. Of course, one made second team. Big girl that averaged 25 and 15 made honorable mention. So our whole team as a whole, they were behind district, and the fact that we lost district to East Bow over their district championship game. So they were eager to get back in the gym, and they were ready to play whoever was up next. Just so happened we had a first round bye, so we had to wait until the following week, which gave us some more time to practice and condition and get everybody healthy and get in the gym. So our very first game was the second round, and they came out, man. I think we went up 11-0 behind my point guard McKenzie, who went 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. So I knew right then and there that we were ready to play basketball. We were excited. Uh, they were hungry, which meant a lot. Not to mention that the crowd was, oh my God, this was the first home playoff game. Listen to me. The first home playoff game in over 17 years. And the crowd was electric. And those girls felt it. And we had them motivated. We had the music going for them. They had the lights. It was like a Laker game when Magic was there. It was one of those type of look at you. But they came out and they did really well in that second round playoff game to advance to the third round.
Man, I watch, again, I remember this vividly like it happened 3 months ago because it did. Uh,
Yeah,
I remember calling you and saying, just congratulations. I don't think any other words were needed. Uh, you felt really confident in your opportunity,
yep,
uh, not just to win the game, but that from a perspective that you guys earned your right to be
yes,
there.
yes,
We don't like to talk about this part because nobody likes losing.
right.
But what did you learn about your team from that loss? And what have you guys talked about since? And what minor mistakes you made or what major mistakes you made? What could you guys have done to get a win out of that game?
Well, hats off to the state champs, Norwood Lena, well deserving of it.
Right.
Really, really good program, man. Much respect. But after looking at film, breaking down film, it came down to just overall strength. They overpowered us at the guard position. They overpowered us in the inside. So I got with one of my football coaches to implement, the weightlifting program for our young ladies because that's one part of the game that we need to work on. We got to get physically stronger and able to match up with teams like the Norwood Leaners and the Southern Labs and the Cedar Creeks and Central Catholics, teams like that. We always had the skill set, but what our young ladies had to develop is strength and conditioning. And that's what we starting to work a lot on. That's what we're going to do a lot this summer. When you see this team again, brother, you're going to see a different style of basketball where this year we're going to play a lot faster. Again, we lost one senior, which is our big girl in the inside. So now I'm able to play a little faster, but we're going to be a lot stronger on the ball as well as off the ball. So from that game, we just learned as far as getting stronger, getting in the weight room, being able to bang down there and just make better decisions.
Right, right. We're back again, man. Uh,
Yeah.
sometimes the spring goes by so fast because now you're watching other things and you're watching the Lakers lose, and in your mind as a coach, you're game planning on how you're gonna teach kids skill development, and like you said, you guys have implemented weightlifting.
Right.
What are some of the goals that you guys have set for this upcoming summer session, and how does that match or integrate with having long term plans for your upcoming season?
Well, the summer is detrimental to your season, man. Hats off to all the AAU coaches out there because a lot of my girls, I think only one or two uh, don't play AAU, but everybody else is in the AAU program that I can vouch for and say that they're not just rolling out the basketballs and putting a stack team together and trying to go in there actually out there coaching. I get phone calls from AAU coaches that my girls play on. They're like, "Hey, coach, what you need me to work with her? What she needs to do? What you looking for from next year?" So the summer is actually important. Especially right now because the whole month of June, they're for us. The high school coaches get to come in and work with them, and it's a great thing when you don't have to reteach. You know what I'm saying? When you got these kids playing AAU basketball and they're playing with coaches that actually love the game just as much as you do and hold them accountable and teaching them the game and pushing them and motivating them. It's hard when you get girls back that just pick up bad habits.
Right.
I can honestly say I don't have that to deal with. So this summer is important as we get ready to go into the team camp session and play some basketball and see what we're going to look like. Not to mention, I get to see my up and coming seventh graders and eighth graders that's going to be able to help us this year. So, I'm looking forward to it, man, and just excited about the upcoming season.
How many games do you guys play this summer?
I won't play that much because I'm all about gym time. I'm all about getting in here and breaking down game plan and conditioning and those type of things. So I think we right at maybe that camp, right at 9 or 10 games. The rest is just breaking down game film and getting in the gym, doing a lot of stretching, uh, putting up a lot of shots, a lot of shots. So, and then adjusting to these rules change because there's a big rule change in high school where I think on the fifth foul you're shooting double bonus now. So you actually use that to your advantage. Get
That
teams in foul trouble so you could be shooting, double bonus early. So it's just things like that, man. For me, I try to study the game as much as I can so I can translate it back over to them. I get in officials' head as much as I can. Hey, what's the new rule change? How referees gonna be calling this year? Can you do the arm check? Can you not? Things like that, and I implement that in practice, man. I really do.
right,
So that's the advantage that we have.
man. When you think about the process of scheduling, and you look in retrospect to the games you played during the non-district season last year. How much did you alter the type of teams you played versus playing a tougher schedule, non-district, playing in tougher, more competitive tournaments
Mhm.
to be able for them to keep up with the Northwood Lenas, the Southern Labs, uh,
Right,
the Central
right,
Catholics, the Delta
right,
Charters, all of which were a part of the Sweet 16 action that happened in Division Four.
right.
Uh, what went into creating your new schedule?
Scheduling this, man, because of the PowerPoint. Scheduling is always important. Uh, and last year we the schedule was already made, maybe 2 or 3 games before I became the head coach. So this year I kind of tweaked it a little bit. I added like the LCAs, I added Lafayette High, I added Acadiana, I added teams that have playoff and championship experience early. So that way my girls, they'll get that feel and playing against some of the top elite teams in Louisiana. So when we do get to district and when we do, get to the playoffs, we able to compete at a high level because we already playing those type of caliber teams. So scheduling is always important, and for the new coaches out there, I had to learn that the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Winning 25 games and you beating teams that have 2 or 3 wins, like that actually doesn't help you
Right,
compared to playing the LCA and you go up in there and beat them or you'll go up in there and lose, you still get more points because LHSA has the PowerPoint system. So you
right,
want to be able to manipulate the system, as I like to call it, and let them see what their strength of schedule is. Okay, because you want that great seed in order to go into the playoffs. And I feel this past year we had a really good seed that matched us up evenly with someone uh, to get to the final four.
right, right, right. I agree. Um, man, always fun, always
Always,
informative,
yep,
always unfiltered. I think that's what I like the most about our chats that we have.
yes, sir.
You're always open and just unfiltered. Um, you are a dude that's 100% like me. You wear your
Hmm.
feelings and your expressions on your face.
Yeah, you ain't make me cry this time, though. You made me cry. made me cry. You made me cry last time behind my son, but you made me cry this time,
Yeah,
buddy.
bro, it wasn't I'm sorry, man. I didn't even know I
No,
did that. You know,
no, man.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and what you do. I'm definitely a fan of B. That's
Yep.
my
Oh,
dude.
definitely.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw his progress and his progression. I saw his love for the game,
Yes, sir.
and adversity only makes us stronger.
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely.
And he, he's had to be strong because it. Can I say this?
Yes, sir.
Can we be candid and unfiltered and just keep it a buck? Like the young guys say.
Yes,
You,
sir.
you know, uh, it's a lot of people that because they can't teach their kids how to hoop or to be football players or uh, other athletics that fall under the high school athletics realm. They just don't like dudes like me and you because we did what they couldn't do, and that was teach our kids how to be hoopers
Right.
and be
Right.
really good at it. And
Right.
so jealousy and envy will make people say all kind of bad things about you that aren't even true.
Exactly.
It's people
Exactly.
that say bad stuff about me and don't even know my last name. They think my name is off the bench sports. Just that's the truth, man. And
Yeah,
so
man.
I told somebody, I said, man, if they hated me about my son, they're really finna hate me about my daughter.
Right. Right.
she,
Right.
she like that
Right.
too.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh, I
you,
know.
you can't you can't be mad, man. You've done a great job. You've done a really great job at being a parent, at being a coach, at
I appreciate that,
co-parenting.
man. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Because all of that matters.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I appreciate that,
And
man.
you taught B how to be accountable for his own actions, and
Exactly.
that showed immensely. And it says much more about you than it does about him because we don't have a lot of men teaching kids character today. We don't have a lot of men teaching kids morals and values today. So
Right.
for those of us that believe in that facet of life,
I was just like, definitely, definitely,
uh,
definitely.
man,
I got one request for you though, man. It's a personal request, man.
no, I'm not coming to Hamilton Christian.
You listen to me, but this how personal it is, right? So I'm one game away from my 100th win as a head coach. One game away. You have to come, bro. You got to bring the cameras. You got to bring the fireworks. You got to come, man. I want my brother off the bench sports is your last name. I want
You, you,
Hubert off the bench sports
I,
to
I,
be
I'm gonna make a
there.
deal with you. I'm gonna make a deal with you. If it's not something that I've already committed to,
Trust
because
me, I understand. Oh
I
yeah.
don't change dates.
Oh
Uh,
yeah. Oh yeah.
if I'm supposed to be at what people consider the worst school in the world, and I've already
Mhm.
given them my word that I'm there,
That's
then
your
that's where
bond.
I'm gonna be. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
me the date. Give me your first game that you think you're gonna win number
Right.
100 on, and
Right.
I will text you. I will go look at the schedule and text you yes or no.
Right. Oh yeah, I'll shoot it to you. We'll chop it up. I just wanted to throw that out there and make you laugh.
No, I
That's
wasn't.
all that was.
No. I told Dexter I was never coming back
Why, man?
because he don't. He told me the first year that I came and gave birth to Showdown at the Lake that
Uh-huh.
he had some nice uh, Hamilton
Some gear.
Christian gear for me, and I've
Okay.
never received it. So I'm
Well,
not coming back until
listen,
Dexter Washington, the
listen,
OG, give me my gift.
listen. I can promise you this. My girls will have some gear for you. I can promise you that. And that's
I,
just off the strength, even if you don't come, man. And for me, listen, look, for me, I admire you know, the things that you do for our kids, the exposure, not only for the kids, but for the coaches as well. You understand what I'm saying? And for the state of Louisiana, man, you know, we can't take opportunities and things like this for granted, but you got to give people their flowers while they're alive. And I
Yeah,
definitely want to give you yours, man.
thank
Like
you.
I said, ever since we've been knowing each other, you've always been supportive. You always kept it real. And you know, you one that I can always call on for any advice. Be like, big brother, look, what you think? And you go give me the, you know, go give me the real. It's not what I want to hear. You go let me know the truth. You know, and I
So,
thank you for that, and I appreciate you for that, brother. Just wanted to let you
hey,
know that.
hey, man, I can only be as solid as you are.
Right, right,
So if I'm
right.
solid with you, that means you're solid with me.
Correct,
Uh,
correct.
hey, coming up this week on Prep News, Ash Trojans last brasher, uh, LCCP Trailblazers head boys basketball coach Sean Andrus.
Coach Sean.
And I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to say this or not, but also we have when he played football at Dutchtown High School, it's only a couple of guys that I've ever given this designation to. I used to
Mhm.
call him the little sports car. He was that fast. Hey, we're gonna have Ephraim, Michigan State Spartans running back coach Ephraim Reed on Prep News. Man, I'm so ecstatic about this week. Uh,
Yeah,
and
you.
summer starts now, June 6th, airline, one-day team camp. Caldwell Spartans had theirs last week. Um, I'm I'll be at Neville today. I'll be at Neville High School today, supporting all of the kids and all of the coaches. Hey, what more can you ask? Remember, get off the bench, get into the game.
Yes, sir.